This place still hasn't been corroded, yet fragmentum monsters have already made it here. I fear the Stellaron may be exerting a significant influence on this world. Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
My turn.
This is our chance. The best is yet to come.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
This song's just for you. Keep up with my tempo! This is our chance. Take this!
Step aside. I have...
Did you see that? I think something's moving.
It's just an ordinary snowdrift. Are you sure you're not seeing things?
Of course not. My eyesight's perfect. Come on, let's take a closer look. Hey, get out of there or you'll shiver to death. Holding your breath won't help.
I got this, March. Someone's got their head stuck in the sand, or the snow in this case. They just need a helping hand.
Ouch! My fine fellow, was that really necessary? Is crawling around in the snow a crime these days? I mean, come on, surely. It doesn't warrant a spearing. But then again, how can I blame you? I mean, I caught you off guard. It had to happen. You could even say I deserved it, huh? Besides, I made a gallant group of new friends as a result. Is Captain Japard around? He's an old buddy of mine.
Who?
Wait, you're not Silvermane guards?
Well, why didn't you say so? Turns out we're on the same side after all. Pleasure to meet you. The name's Sampo Koski. Excellent, I'll remember the name. Never thought I'd run into friends from the same line of work out here in this frozen wasteland. Business is bad these days, but fear not, Sampo Koski isn't interested in hoarding. There's more than enough treasure to go around, so let's get rich together. Say, why don't we join forces? I have reliable intel the main strength of the Silvermane Guards is being deployed to the front line. This is a golden opportunity. Come now, friends. I can understand the mistrust, but there's no need for the charade. Then again, I know the rules. Vigilance is the name of the game in our profession. It's my fault for letting my enthusiasm and sincerity get the better of me. Anyway, a meeting like this has to have been written in the stars. Ask me anything you like. I won't skimp on the details. Still make it snappy. You're never more than 10 feet from a Silvermane Guard. Settlement? What a literary turn of phrase. Why, there's only one place in this world where the living still reside. Our beloved Belobog. The further away you get, the dicier things become. The city of preservation, the towering citadel, humanity's last bastion against the eternal freeze. It may sound a bit over the top, but those names are grounded in truth. The only place humans can eke out an existence is behind those impregnable walls. Me? You guys scared me to death. There I was, looking for relics to sell, when all of a sudden you came stomping over. I thought the Silvermane Guards were paying me a visit. Seriously, though, try treading a little lighter next time, huh? If you run into the guards, they won't hide in a snowdrift, and you'll be in a cell before you know it. You really don't know? The Silvermane Guards are Belobog's soldiers, enforcers, and police. Let's just say they're not the most flexible of people, and they like paying visits to folks in our line of work. Seems like you guys really are new to the business. To be young and naive again. How about this? As a senior in the field, which I'm sure you don't mind me saying, I'll give you some free guidance. There are ways of doing things in this profession, and you better get familiar with them. Moving in the shadows, finding the goods, pricing your stock, hiding from the guards. There's an art to all of it.
No need. Why don't you just take us to the city? We don't really know the way.
The city? Already? I haven't even started trading yet. Well, showing you the way is easy enough, Missy, but it would cost. But it would be my pleasure. Kindness is Sampo Koski's middle name. Follow me, friends, and keep quiet. We don't want to be spotted by the guards.
So why were you hiding from the Silvermane Guards?
Yeah, we're just storing a few relics away from prying eyes. Nothing serious. If it weren't for the uncompromising nature of our civil service, there'd be no need for secrecy. So whereabouts you guys from, anyway? I don't mean to pry or anything, I just care about my friends. No pressure. Rule number 7, never leave a footprint. I have my own special technique called invisible snow walking. Helps me throw off pursuers in no time.
Who are they?
You remember the Silvermane Guards I mentioned? That's them! Help me, old friends! I don't want to be caught!
It's the suspect and his accomplices. Arrest them!
It's now or never.
I have no interest in stoking
Over to
conflict.
you, dear friends.
Hey, where do you think you're...
The time is now.
Rules are made to be broken. You don't think you're welcome! Let's go. Batter up!
Clemency? Never. The truth of life and death. This sanctuary is but a vision. Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Call
Try hard
that
sometimes.
defense?
Check out this awesome move!
Never stop thinking. Fail. Get out.
Told ya I could fight.
Let's make it quick.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Call that think.
You have...
Batter up!
I, Depard Landau, captain of the Silvermane Guards, order you to relinquish your futile resistance.
That Sampo cheated us all. Wait till I get my hands on him.
The truth of life and death.
Relinquish
Revealed
your
in-
resistance.
So I'm a criminal, huh? Forget Sampo. Wait until I get my hands on you!
Let's test your knowledge.
Watch this!
Take this!
On my command!
Rules are made to be broken.
It's too late to repent.
Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next. SAS Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
My turn.
Fail. Get out. Zero points. Next.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
I'm asking the questions.
give you a present! Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
In the name of preservation!
Go away!
And the prime suspect? The one with the blue hair?
Apologies, Captain. We lost him during the pursuit. We can't find his footprints.
No matter. We have his accomplices. He'll be close by, plotting his next move.
Yeah, we'd never team up with someone like him. I'm not trying to talk our way out of this, but we're not friends with that scoundrel. Did you see how fast he ditched us? We rescued him from the snow out of the kindness of our hearts. We had no idea he might be using us to get past you. Are you really dumb enough to fall for his...
I'm a captain, not an adjudication panel. As a Belobog citizen, you have the right to defend yourself, but that can only take place under the scrutiny of the architects, not now. Take them away.
But we're not from Belobog.
Silence! What kind of nonsense are you?
As you were. We must not be tempted into careless judgment. Look at their relics. We've never excavated anything like them before, and I haven't seen anything similar in our museums.
Exactly! And we even have photos! You've probably never seen what your planet looks like, right? I took this one. Behold, Yarilo 6.
You mean to say that this white ball that's here, that's our home? How can that...
It is said that a long time ago, strange visitors from beyond the sky would visit us here, but that after the eternal freeze, the blizzards made passage impossible. And Belobog would cease to witness such arrivals.
But these people are...
This decision is beyond us. If what they say is true, then only the Supreme Guardian may decide their fate. Our job is to present them before her. Nothing more. Outsiders, follow me. Belobog lies beyond this blizzard. Welcome to Belobog, the city of preservation.
It got a bit warmer.
That's because you're in Belobog, the last bastion of humanity.
Last bastion?
700 years ago, monsters from beyond the sky set the world ablaze. The land was turned to scorched earth, with raging infernos and billowing towers of smoke stretching beyond the horizon. In the midst of the conflict, the eternal freeze descended without warning. Suddenly, sweeping winds brought blizzards which buried the invading legion. Belobog was all that remained. The steadfast architects built this city. Under the protection of Klepoth, the preservation, Belobog remains forever warm in the face of unrelenting cold.
He's sure saying some weird stuff.
A marked change in tone. Sounds like he's quoting from a historical record.
Uh-huh. So why is he telling us all this?
You wanted to know.
Uh...
We saw strange creatures outside the city. They must have come from a tear in corroded space. A fragmentum, correct?
How do you... That's right. Out there in the blizzard, there are still many threats, including the monsters you saw. The Silvermane guards are continuously engaged with the enemy, but I'm afraid the situation is bleak. After your meeting with the Supreme Guardian, I would like to consult you on this matter. We're lacking in intel. We're here. This is Qlipoth Fort, the heart of Belobog and headquarters of the Architects. The saviors of humanity. Long before the arrival of the Eternal Freeze, the Architects braved the doubts and derision of the people, never wavering from their construction of its defenses. History has proven that their decision was the correct one. The Architects named this fortress after Qlipoth, Eon of Preservation. Under their direction, humanity has withstood external enemy attacks and held off the Eternal Freeze. Even today, we resist the Fragmentum's corrosion. This fortress is also the residence of the Supreme Guardian.
The Supreme Guardian?
The leader of Belobog, elected and appointed by the Architects. The Supreme Guardians have watched over this city for generations, sheltering the people from harm. The current Guardian is Madame Cocolia Rand. Every major strategic decision is issued by her.
Whoa, she sounds like a big deal.
I will now bring you to see Madame Cocolia. Please have your words at the ready. Her time is precious, so she prefers concise communication.
We're gonna see her right now? Can I at least find a place to freshen up first?
You've got some snow in your hair, but no one will notice.
I've dispatched a messenger to send word. Madame Cocolia will be aware of your arrival. Come with me.
But that's a meaningless sacrifice. How can you...
You may leave, Branya. Visitors have arrived.
Yes, Mother.
Madam Guardian, I have brought 3 outsiders to see you.
The messenger informed me. Well done, Gepard. You may leave. Welcome, visitors from beyond the Eternal Freeze. Or perhaps I should say, from beyond the sky, no? I am Cocolia Rand, Belobog's Supreme Guardian. I would be grateful if you could tell me why you have come. Do you wish me to doubt it? Or perhaps you're not confident in that identity yourself? No, I do not doubt it. I can see that you are not from this world. The Architects remember the history well, else we should forget it. I know that in the distant past, before the Eternal Freeze descended or the Legion invaded, this world was once prosperous beyond measure. An eon connected our planet to other worlds, and we discovered the endless possibilities of the boundless universe. We also came to know of Klapoth, the Amber Lord. Under their attentive gaze, we built the city walls. So do not be surprised. For 700 years, the architects have received no further communication from the stars. But I knew of your existence. Tell me why you have come.
Do you think anyone's gonna know what you're talking about?
We came here for something known as a Stellaron.
A Stellaron?
Objects that fell from the blue on separate worlds. Their appearance spelled disaster. Many of the planets we visited have suffered their effects. You mentioned invasion by the Antimatter Legion. Soon after their arrival, this planet suffered the eternal freeze. At the same time, the phenomenon known as fragmentum space corrosion began to occur. Correct?
Correct.
Stellarons bring about different disasters on different worlds, but every world seeded with a Stellaron will give birth to fragmentums. You can see us as kind-hearted interstellar public servants, lending a helping hand to any world affected by a Stellaron.
Your analysis of our current circumstances is clear. We have indeed suffered the disasters you speak of, some of which prove vexatious to us even today. But why should you care? Even if this Stellaron you speak of did bring about disaster, I fail to see its connection to you. I don't believe that anyone would go to such lengths to help a world unrelated to them. Unless they had something to gain.
You're right. Our reason for coming here is not purely selfless. If we don't seal the Stellaron, we cannot leave this planet.
If we can get rid of it, your world will be safer too.
You know how to seal the Stellaron.
We have the relevant means.
Very well, I believe you. If our present situation is truly the result of this so-called Stellaron, then your arrival is the hope that Belobog has waited 700 years for. I am willing to assist you in any way possible to help you locate the Stellaron. It's getting late, and you must be tired. I will arrange for you to stay in our most comfortable hotel. Rest there and get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow at noon, I will dispatch someone to escort you here, and we can discuss this urgent matter in greater detail. It should be me thanking you, visitors from beyond the sky. I too need some time. I will go over our records for anything that may be connected to Stellarons. Please excuse me for not escorting you further. Of course, I understand. Do not worry. I have a way.
It seems that the Supreme Guardian holds you in high regard. I have received orders that your movements are no longer to be restricted.
You know, I didn't think things were gonna go that smoothly.
I'm afraid I still have duties to attend to. I must return to my post. I hope you enjoy your stay in Belobog.
Wait! Can you recommend some sites? It's not that late. We want to take a look around.
Well, I'd say that Golden Theater and the History Museum are both worth a look. However, you'd need a pass to get into the museum. I recommend you visit Everwinter Monument first. It's Belobog's most symbolic landmark. And if you enjoy music, you could head to Neverwinter Workshop. You can sometimes catch an outdoor performance there. The artist is... You'll see. Oh, and if you're staying at Goethe Hotel, please avoid the alley that runs next to it. The one with Silvermane guards stationed there. It's started to be affected by corrosion recently, so it's been sealed off.
So the corrosion is inside the city. That's a grave situation.
Yes, we're mounting a resistance as we speak. I must leave now. I hope all goes well for you.
Wow, look at the carved ice! It feels perfect for this city somehow.
Whatever it's made of, it can't be ice.
I guess you're right. It's actually pretty warm in the city. Hey, what's with all the children over there? Should we go and take a look? Neverwinter Workshop. Hey, didn't Japard say there'd be a show here?
He said you can sometimes catch an outdoor performance. Sometimes being the operative word.
Ah, darn. I wanted to see one. Oh, I'd been wondering. You see that heater over there? Why do they keep it outdoors? This city is so weird. Normally you'd want a heater inside a building, right? If so, I'm not sure mighty is the right word for these architects.
Tiny heaters are no use against the Stellaron disaster.
You guys sure have a lot to say about that broken heater.
Oh, wow, she's cool.
Hi there. The name's Serval. I'm the owner of this workshop. If you got any broken equipment lying around, you can always come find me, though I can't guarantee I'll be interested in fixing it.
Oh, we're okay. I was just curious about the heater.
Curious? About the heater? It's just a standard geomarrow radiator. You can find them anywhere in the administrative district. Only just got here? I figured it out. I heard a loudmouth guard say that a group of outsiders had met with Cocolia. You must be them? What an honor. Where are my manners? We can talk about heaters all day if you like. Let's have a chat. The heater you saw is just a standard geomarrow radiator. They may not look like much, but they're a real lifeline to the people. The blizzards here are brutal. If we didn't have a reliable way of keeping warm, Belobog would long since have become a dead city, both above and below the surface. You didn't know? Belobog is structured like two big connected disks. The overworld is responsible for administration and trade, while the underworld is responsible for energy supply and resource extraction. However, due to an order that was given many years ago, nobody has moved between the overworld and the underworld in a long time. I shouldn't be talking about this. Pretend I never said anything. It's an ore, a special energy resource. Whether it's keeping the city warm or keeping our counters ticking, everything runs on geomarrow. Geomarrow grows beneath the surface of the planet, and specialist underworld mining teams are there to extract it. Transport lines shuttle it up to the surface. In the overworld, we use the same lines to ship surface goods and aid down to the underworld. isn't it just like cooking food over an open flame? If the house is a pot, then the heater is the stove it rests on.
When she puts it like that, it actually starts to make sense.
No sweat. This is your first time in Belobog. I just want you to feel some of the warmth the city has to offer. Hey, seeing as there's nothing on your plate just now, want to help me fix up this machine? Just a bit of manual labor. You might find it interesting. Great. Then let me give you a demonstration first. Nice. You guys are pretty handy. You picked that up in no time. Want to be my assistants? Average pay, but I'm a good boss. I was only kidding. Just a joke. Well, I'd better carry on here. Why not have a better look around? My workshop will always be open to you. And your wallets, of course.
That's the alley that Japard mentioned. The one contaminated by the fragmentum, right? I can't believe how close it is to the city center.
If they hadn't identified it, I bet all the shops and hotels in the vicinity would have had to close down by now.
Move back! This is your final warning.
But my proof of property is inside. I don't have any...
The fragmentum has already corroded this block. You can make a property retrieval request to the architects, but only Silvermane guards are permitted to enter here.
I can't believe fragmentum corrosion has spread into the city. No wonder there are so many soldiers stationed there.
No. As long as the Stellaron is active, the corrosion will continue to spread. The soldiers can only periodically clear the fragmentum of monsters. But the monsters will continue to emerge and multiply.
Please try to understand, sir. Backwater Pass has become very dangerous. We're just here for your safety.
If I can't get my proof of property, it doesn't matter how safe I am. Out of my way! Let me pass!
So tired. I just want to put my head on a pillow. Wow, what a beautiful lobby. It's gonna be soft mattresses and cushiony pillows tonight. Wanna have a pillow fight later? Huh? I bet they're stuffed with goose feathers.
March. Earlier in Klipoth Fort.
Stop, I know what you're gonna say. March, you said too much back there. March, you shouldn't reveal our goal to people we don't trust. Meanwhile, you guys were beating around the bush and speaking in riddles. But check it out. Seems like we landed with a pretty sweet deal, right? We get the royal treatment, rooms in a beautiful hotel, and the full support of the locals. As far as trailblazing goes, this is smooth as heck.
That's not what I was going to say.
Alright, spit it out then.
Earlier in Klipoth Fort, were you paying attention to the Supreme Guardian?
Yeah, of course. This isn't my first expedition, you know. My powers of perception are sharper than the sharpest blade. Nope, she seemed normal to me. She was kinda harsh at first, but she turned out to be a nice, reasonable lady. Although, it felt like she was looking through me. As in, I know she was speaking to us, but it seemed like her gaze was fixed on something far away.
I had a similar feeling. Almost as if we weren't the only people in the room.
Do you have to put it like that? That's scary. Well, there's no way he'd get past Danhung's sharp eyes.
Perhaps I'm too sensitive. She did promise to help us. I just hope she keeps her word. Let's get some rest. We need to save our energy for the discussions tomorrow.